Alternative Escape. I'm Satori.
And I'm Kay, y'all.
Woo! And boy, do we got one for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you're tired of hearing about it.
We are probably tired of hearing about it as well. And we're talking about violence in video games. And is it corrupting the youth? Is it just destroying our world as we know it? We're going to talk about that today. First off, I'm going to say, it's bullshit, guys.
So much.
I am a gamer and I have played so many violent video games and I've never murdered anyone before, much less decided to pick up a gun or a knife or even shove somebody because I saw it in a video game. Right? How about you?
Well, I thought about it a lot though. Let's face it, let's be honest. Somebody pisses you off and you're like, man, just kill that person, man. Just push them back. But would I do it? Nah, come on. And would it be inspired by a video game?
Exactly.
No.
No, it wasn't. People get mad all the time. People have signs of aggression. It is just in our natural programming. Something pisses us off, we want to kill it.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what a caveman did.
With the bone, bam.
Bam, that's it.
That's it, right?
Why is it that the powers that be gun for, no pun intended, video games?
Right.
Let's take for instance one of the most violent video games that I can come up on the top of my head, which is Mortal Kombat. I believe that there's Mortal Kombat 11. And let me tell you guys, it is definitely very gory. It's not even gun violence. It is just, brutalities, fatalities. It is just so
visceral.
Visceral. That's the only word that you could really use. It is just so visceral, but it's just very common right now that it's so unflinching. You're so desensitized to it. And there are several people who are desensitized. Does desensitization mean that you will go out there and kill someone? No, it doesn't.
Ain't nobody come back and said, oh, it was Duck Hunt.
It was Duck Hunt. It was Duck Hunt who caused this. There is actually research which has been done to try to figure out if there is a correlation between video games and violence in general, and there is nothing that has been found which can substantiate that correlation.
If I want some great entertainment, something to fulfill my time, learn something from, I'm gonna hit a video game all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, our body counts in video games must rack up to the millions between, Satori and I.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang, bang.
But I mean, it has not influenced us to the point to hurt anyone. And I don't believe that it's fair to say that it causes violence. People who have violent tendencies are more or less, they have either home issues or they have anger issues that have not been addressed.
I think everybody's looking at it from the video games first instead of looking at the aggression first. Because I think that a lot of persons who are gravitating towards violent video games is because the aggression lives in them first, and now the video game has become an outlet for that aggression. Until the aggression that was there at first, the video game is not enough, and then they lash out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Did it start with the game? No. It started with the aggression. So what caused the aggression? Like you rightly said, something at home, something at school, some issue or other started the aggression. And here is that person now looking for an outlet. Where can I now be powerful because I'm being bullied at school? Where can I now be a hero because I feel like nothing, I feel like shit in my life? Until it reaches a point, sadly, of course a video game can't solve root problems.
Right.
But, it's something that they've done to try to manage it. And not everybody has friends, and not everybody has the family unit that they can depend on. The video game is doing the best that it can do for you, bro.
Exactly.
You need to get that outside help. Mm-hmm. But hey, Did anybody go and ask, what's that psychopath's name? Ted Bundy? Was he playing any of these video games to go and
No, he wasn't.
do the things he was doing to the women? No. Was Jeffrey Dahmer playing a video game when he went and been eating up people?
No.
No. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
looking at the psychopaths and saying to themselves, are video games in their lives and therefore contributing to the violence that they're inflicting on humanity?
No. Come on, guys. We've had video games for at least, 40 years now, 30 to 40 years now. And
I think it's become a good scapegoat.
it's a good
You don't want to
scapegoat.
deal with the actual issues and you don't want to deal with the actual legislature that could make changes. So hey, let's just play video games.
Exactly. Our generation has not been the generation to start wars, massive wars. We have not. Can you believe that? And video games did not exist, and we had all sorts of violence, holocausts, all manners of the Crusades.
I don't know, maybe I'm older now. The world being what the world is right now, it's not a big issue.
You just have to be really careful the content that you really pick up. It's kind of like the content of movies that you pick up. You watch your action ones, you watch your horror ones, and then there's the really dark stuff, right? It's up to you. You don't touch that stuff. That's fine. It exists. Like the web exists. We also have to learn that there are some games and some entertainment that are for adults who have matured enough that they can handle that and believe that this is not reality. This is just a game. And for anyone who says, yeah, but the children, whatever, don't let your children play those games.
Yeah.
It's
What?
up to the parents to ensure that they protect their children from content that is too much for them in their young and formative stages.
The family that plays together stays together.
Yes, and you have to play nice. You don't have to play the violent video games with your kids. Right, so, tell us what you think, guys. What do you think? Do you really believe that video games are influencing people into violent acts?
Do you have an example of this?
Or do you have an example of this that you
can say
you-
definitively.
you told your little brother he's not playing any video games anymore, and he sure are you can you in the face? Let me know if that actually happened.
And if you have video, please share. 'Cause that's
Please
awesome.
share if he was able to create a Hadouken and just blow up shit. Or he uppercutted the dog and his head flew off. Let me know.
Share
Because
your
video
thoughts,
games
guys.
can do that apparently. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you
Thanks so
next week.
much.
You just have to be really careful the content that you really pick up. It exists. Like the web exists.
Like the dark web exists, and just like dark porn exists. So you dark porn exists. So you dark porn exists. So
Oh my God! Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!